Hi guys, it's me, Indiana Jones, and welcome to my channel and welcome to my series I like to call Witchy Wednesdays, where I take 4 different ways of decorating for fall and Halloween. And today we'll be making some garlands. Let's get started. First up, it's our Shabby Chic Glit Witch Aurora. So, what kind of garland would she have for fall or Halloween? Well, I started with a garland that I actually got off of Amazon. I'll have the link below. And it's just plastic crystals. I think this came out to, I think it was around 20 yards for $7.99. It's very inexpensive. And I'm going to be using Olafus fairy lights. Of course, makes perfect sense. So what I'm going to do is, because there are these big rings between each of the little crystals, I'm threading through the Olafus fairy lights right through those rings. It's perfect, and it's something easy you can do while you're watching something like The Good Witch or any of the other fun fall festival kind of Hallmark movies. Why aren't there more fall? I mean, there's fall Hallmark movies, but not a lot of Halloween movies, and now The Good Witch season is over. So yeah. Next, we're going to take some of that wonderful Dollar Tree foliage in those funky colors. That's right. It had this lilac color and the beigey kind of cream color and even like a peach color and this deep blue. And I'm going to marry them all together on this garland. And the easiest way to do that is using, of course, these, what is it called? Pipe cleaners? I think they're called pipe cleaners. Yeah, pipe cleaners. We'll go with that. And I'm just going to use the pipe cleaners, and in between the two leaves is a little hole in the plastic, and that's what I'm going to thread through and attach to my garland. Again, this is just repeat and redo and, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. So this is, take the, what is that, pipe cleaner, thread it through, and tie it off, just as I'm doing here. And we're going to do it over and over and over and over and over again. I just thought it would be fun to add it and see how fast I can do it. But yeah, I really love these colors. I know it's not the common fall colors, but it adds a bit of, I guess, variety to our fall decor. Again, this could be up for fall, it could be up for Halloween. Like I said, this is part of my Shabby Chic, glam, glitz, whatever you want to call it, witch theme. So I just thought it would be perfect to add a garland to my fireplace. And there I am finishing off the last of these leaves. Next, I thought, hey, these leaves need to shine a little more, so I'm going to add some extreme glitter from Folk Art. And again, you can find that as well on my Amazon list in my Amazon store. And I really love this because it goes with every color and it's easy to apply. Bing, bang, boom. No worries about glitter all over the place. And there you have it. Now you have some beautiful, shiny fall leaves for your Shabby Chic garland. And now let's take a look at what it looks like. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Yeah, let's take a look at what it looks like, folks, here on my mantle. Next up, let's see what our Dark Academia Witch Rain has up her sleeve for her garland. First, we're going to start off with some book pages. Yes, I know. Some people don't like to tear apart books, but these are books that I've had around the house and that haven't been doing much and they were just going to be thrown away. So all I'm going to do is rip out the book pages first of all, and I'm going to take gold. That's right. I'm going to take some gold paint, not black. You would think black, Dark Academia. Makes sense. But I have a whole aesthetic that is going to be black and gold. It's a very elegant type of, elegant goth, Dark Academia. I don't know what you want to call it, but yes. And of course, I have to find a way to use this Harlequin print somehow in one of these projects. So here I am using my stencils, and all I'm doing is going over them and just adding, it's just very random. That's what I like about, Halloween. It could be very random. It doesn't have to be neat. but just printing up or stenciling all of these pages so that I can start adding my letters. Now, my inspiration for my dark academia is none other than Edgar Allan Poe, so there are going to be a lot of Poe-inspired crafts in dark academia. And the first one is going to be a banner that says Nevermore, of course. What better for Halloween coming up? But it's also very nice for a dark fall kind of look. So here I am just taking these stickers. Now you could use Cricut, and I could have used Cricut, and if I thought about it, I would have used it. And I forgot to. I'm so sorry. I have a Cricut Joy, which I love. But I guess, I don't know, I had these stickers sitting around and I thought, you know what, might as well use these. So here I am creating my Nevermore banner. And there you are, never. So I will be creating it bit by bit. For each page, one letter. And then at the very end, I'm going to have 2 extra pages on which I'm going to use some images, some vintage images of ravens, not crows, ravens. There's a difference. I don't know what it is. Do you know what the difference is between a roe and a caven? Oh goodness, between a crow and a raven. Do you know what the difference is? Please let me know. I know one is bigger than the other and the way that the beak is shaped, but there's my raven, and I'm going to add another image of a raven to the other end page so that you can know exactly what we're talking about if you didn't understand why I'm using Nevermore. And then next, all I'm going to do is string through my cording. I have gold cording, and we're going to string it through the letters, and basically I'm just making a hole, using a hole punch. I'm making a hole on the 2 ends, not at the very ends, like at least 2 inches in and 1 inch down. And I'm going to string through my cording, and it's as simple as that. I mean, you can't get any simpler. It's just a very easy craft to do. It's just a matter of planning and printing and just having fun with it. That's what's most important. And I really thought garlands really add so much to any kind of decor, and it's such an easy way to add, something decorative to your house in any area of your house. And I thought for my 4 aesthetics and my 4 different areas in my house, I would definitely need to have a garland for each one. And there you have it, Nevermore. So let's take a look. So, what is Rita, our vintage retro witch, up to for her garland? Well, she decided to make a rag garland, of course. And I think it's wonderfully easy to make. It's a little shabby chic as well. Here are all my fabric swatches or pieces that have already been cut. They've all been cut to 1 inch wide and probably around 12 inches long. The length and width is completely up to you. And hey, there's me. And where am I? I'm in a waiting room. Luke had to go through a routine procedure, but it still took around 5 hours. So instead of waiting and being nervous and worrying, I decided to craft. How fun. I also met some of the other moms that were there, and I'm just amazed at the strength that these women had. Their little babies started off with some heart issues and troubles, and they've been here at the Nicholas Children's Hospital for all the months that they've been alive, but it's thanks to the Children's Hospital that they are alive. And they were telling me about the miracles that the doctors there at Nicholas Children's Hospital were able to achieve with their babies, and of course with lots of prayers and faith. So to little Stephen and Victoria, I hope that you will be home soon so you can celebrate Halloween with your mommy and daddy this year. Anyway, here I am just continuing to create my little rag garland. And again, this is something fun to do. You can also pray the rosary while you're doing a rag garland. I know, not the proper way of doing it, but it helped me, especially on this day as I waited for Luke to get out of surgery. And there you have it. There's a little sneak peek, but let's take a look at the full effect of this garland. Last but not least is Maggie, our cottagecore witch. Let's see what kind of garland we can come up with for her. So I envisioned a very, how can I say, botanical type of garland for my cottagecore witch, because I mean, if you think of going into a little cottage in the country, and I'm sure you would see it anyway, even now, you would see dried flowers or like a line of flowers drying. So I'm going to be using a combination of real dried flowers and those little flowers that you saw from Dollar Tree. And all I'm going to do is take each flower grouping, I suppose, and yes, I'm going to use raffia. I know. I'm not going to complain about it because I do like it. So let me not complain about it. It looks cool, especially for cottagecore look aesthetic. So here all I'm going to do is wrap some of these branches, some of these flowers with my raffia. Some of them are going to be with ribbon, some of them are going to be with rags. It's going to be a nice combination of different types of flowers. Here's just any kind of flowers that you can find that you can dry. And you can actually, what's cool is if you wanted to, you can actually get fresh flowers, make the garland, and then as they dry, you just keep them there because it's just part of the aesthetic anyway. So have fun with this, gather all types of flowers from your garden, or this is a great excuse to go and buy yourself some flowers for goodness sakes, and make it a fresh garland and then just let it hang to dry. And then if you want, as I said before, you can use these wonderful little blooms from the Dollar Tree, and they look pretty realistic. So you can add those as well and just add some ribbon, lace, whatever you want to add to it. Now I'm going to add them to a wired twine. Twine? Yeah, it's a wired twine that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Why wired? Because that way I can control the look of it. I didn't know how regular twine, if it was going to hang too low in one area and not another. Some of these flowers, some of them are a little heavier than others, like these roses. So I wanted to make sure that they all hung in the same manner. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. But here I am just tying them again. And I really love making all of these different garlands. They're all very, very different, but they're all going to match in my aesthetics for fall and Halloween. And I can't wait to decorate all my different areas so you can see how I'm putting together all of these little components, from the wands to the wreaths, to the garlands now, to the pumpkins, how they're going to be incorporated overall in my different rooms. And here you have it. That's pretty much it. You are done with your cottagecore botanical garland. So did you pick your favorite? I hope you did. Thanks again for being here, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed my videos. Please think of subscribing. It really helps me to get my name out there so other people can enjoy what I do. Thank you all for your kind, lovely comments, and please feel free to comment below. As I always say, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!